Welcome to week 2. We have now concluded one whole week of classes in the intersession, which is the equivalent of 1/8 of the course, or 2 weeks of the entire class. Hope you enjoy Earth Day weekend. Here's what is coming up this week. Please look at the schedule. Please look at the calendar found at the end of the syllabus and as presented above. Here is where you'll see the topics being covered this week. Yes, 2 new chapters or the equivalent of 2 more weeks of work. Please pay particular attention to the due dates for the various activities and assignments and exams that are due this week. You can also find reminders for when assignments are due on the calendar of Blackboard. Here is a summary of what is coming due this week. Map quiz number 1. North America, Latin America, and the Caribbean is due Friday, April 13th by 11:59 p.m. Reflection number 1, which is going to be available by Wednesday on April 11th and is due Saturday. Welcome to week 2. We have now concluded one whole week of classes in this session, the equivalent of 1/8 of the course or 2 weeks of the entire class. Hope you enjoy Earth Day weekend. Here's what is coming up this week. Please look at the calendar found at the end of the syllabus and as presented above. Here is where you'll see the topics being covered this week. Yes, 2 new chapters or the equivalent of 2 more weeks of work. Please pay particular attention to the due dates for the various activities and assignments and exams. You can also find reminders for when assignments are due on the calendar of Blackboard. Here's a summary of what is coming due this week. Map quiz number 1. North America, Latin America, and the Caribbean is due Friday, April 13th by 11:59. Reflection number 1 is available by Wednesday, April 11th, due Saturday, April 14th by 11:59 p.m. Exam number 1, chapters 1 through 4, available Thursday, April 12th, due Sunday, April 15th by 11:59. Most students in the class submitted Geography News number 1. 5 did not. For the special geography topics on the Neo-Malthusians, about half of you submitted your comments. You have to remember that these are 2 different assignments, each worth 50 points if submitted by the deadline. You can always submit these assignments, but the further away you are from the due dates, the more points will be deducted. Map quiz number 1 on the Americas, Latin, and North America will be available Monday, and it is due on Friday, April 13 by 11:59. You are to match the questions with numbered locations on the 2 maps provided. Exam number 1 will cover chapters 1 through 4 and will have 25 multiple choice questions worth 4 points each for a total of 100 points. You will have 90 minutes to complete it, and you can take it multiple times until the time that it is due. The content for the exam will come from lectures posted on the modules. Read the lecture slides, listen and watch the YouTube narrations of the lectures for each key issue. There are 4 per chapter. Read the respective textbook pages as indicated on the schedule. And last but not least, read the accompanying study guides. The study guide is a condensed version of the textbook. Think of it as the words the professor will speak in a face-to-face class while he lectures. Reflection number 1 will be available Wednesday and will be due Saturday, April 14 by 11:59 p.m. This is an activity where you compile the information you have read in all of the content areas and reflect on what you have learned by writing paragraphs about the topics asked to reflect upon. Please read the directions carefully to make sure you earn the maximum number of points available. Please remember to log in into the course at least once a day so I can see that you are active in the class. A few students will likely be dropped tonight due to not having logged in at least once. Logging into the course is how I take attendance in an online course. Have a great rest of the weekend, and we will see you online. Best, Samuel Cortez.